Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from anywhere you might be around the world. So today we have an interesting topic to discuss today, and it's going to be the role of African language, culture, and religion in the globalization process. What impact have African cultures, language, and religion made in the world? So just follow me as I'll be sharing my presentation with you. Okay, here we go. So I'm a Nigerian, as I've said in earlier video, and also a Yoruba man. So this is going to be from Nigeria to the world. The impact of Yoruba religion, language, and culture in the globalization process. Okay, so now this is event that happened before just before colonization, after the media findings, the Europeans media findings about what is actually happening in those territories that they were about to colonize. So this is the statement of Lord Thomas Babington Macaulay, his reports on the colonial territories. So he said, I have traveled the length and breadth of these territories, and I have not seen one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such high moral values, people of such caliber that I do not think we will ever conquer these nations without breaking the very backbone of this nation, which is their religious and cultural heritage. Here we will see that for every people that we have in this world, religion and culture is very important. It plays a lot. It plays a major role in how people even behave. It plays a major role in how they interact with each other, which shows in their greeting and all other things. If even the test for education, all these things they go hand in hand. So that being said, let us examine what a sociologist said about religion. And this is a Polish sociologist, Bronisław Malinowski. He argued that religion helps people deal with situations or events which could not be fully controlled or predicted. You see, take for instance now, an African man that was taken from Africa to uh, Europe or Americas. It's a new environment totally with a lot of uncertainties. So one way or the other, he might turn to his religion, maybe say prayer the way he knows how to say it, just to cope with the stress, with the fear and everything like that. Okay, so let's move on, because this is just showing, depicting what happened during the slave trade. So Africans were forcefully moved from their native land to Americas and other regions of the world. So they were ripped from the land and shipped away. Okay, so and now we are entering into the main business now. This year, you see this funny clothing, there's interesting clothing. This is Cadomble. what they are practicing here is Candomblé. So what is Candomblé? Candomblé is it is an African diasporic religion developed in the Americas during the 19th century. Okay, so it arose through the process of syncretism of the Yoruba traditional religion of West Africa. Okay, so Candomblé, although it is a Portuguese word, when you pronounce it in the Yoruba way, it is Inkantombe, Inkantombe, which means what is in existence before the colonial masters took us from our land. So, you know, over time, there are certain Yoruba words that will be pronounced in the Portuguese because they are Yorubas and they've stayed there for long. So let's continue. The Yoruba people love their culture and religion so much. So while being forced to work on plantations in Brazil, another part of America, they took the gods in like a small form. They took it with them and hid it in mountains and secretly worshiped them. That is further explaining what Brother Malinowski said as a coping mechanism. And secretly worshiping them, and because they never let the religion go extinct, it became of great economic and social value in Brazil and other parts of America today. So that is what it will do. The Yoruba people, they are very, very proud of their culture. So even though they are no longer in Nigeria, they are in Brazil, they continued the same thing, you know, and it has helped to make it easy to be able to link them back to Yoruba people because they retained it. They retained what they have been doing. And so that is the power of that's the power of culture. The hope of over 300 years. They keep rekindling the hope, knowing that one day they will be able to trace their root. They will be able to have a cordial relationship with their land of ancestry. So now to just show that it is still the same, they are the same people because of the religion that they practice, we shall be examining the 7 main gods of the Yoruba traditional religion and the 7 main god Orisha of the Candomblé religion of the Americas. You can see they are virtually the same, just because there's slight difference in the way they say the name of those gods, but you would know that they are still the same. Because take for instance Elegbara, I will say the Yoruba one because that is one I can say very well. So Elegbara is the deity of the roads. Obatala is the sky father and the creator of human body. Ogun is the god of iron. Sango is the god of thunder. Yemoja is the god of the sea. Oshun is the goddess of fertility. Orunmila is the god of wisdom. The same goes for the ones they worship in Brazil. So you can see those names are here too, but names are very similar. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Elegbara, they pronounce it as Elegua. Obatala, in fact, is also here as Obatala. Ogun, Ogun. Very much similar, very much similar. So they are actually the same gods. But because they are no longer in Nigeria, slight variation in the way they would speak those things, you know. So that's it. So in an attempt, we must realize that in globalization process, there are catalysts to the globalization process. So what the king is trying to do here, what this king is trying to do here is to catalyze the globalization process, catalyze the role of the Yoruba language, culture, and religion in the globalization process. So now what is happening here now? His Royal Majesty, the Supreme King of the Yoruba land in Salvador de Bahia, declaring the city of Bahia as the spiritual capital of all Yorubas in the Americas. Now, it is also good if you want if you want the spread of African language, culture, and religion to be rapid in the globalization process, you can have like hotspots in this globalization process, hotspots. So take, for instance, Nigeria is a hotspot for the Yoruba culture, language, and religion. Yoruba part of Nigeria is a hotspot. Also, Brazil is a hotspot. And yeah, basically, but even though there are still some little hotspots too in that same South America too, you know, and also US too is also a hotspot too. So we shall be examining this further as we continue with the presentation. So, so this is another action by the king. His Royal Majesty, the Oni of Ile-Ife and the Supreme King of the Yoruba land at Rio de Janeiro, presenting a message, a crucial message on religious tolerance and peace at the state parliament, and also met with the business community. Just like I said, your religion, your culture, it goes a lot in determining how you live your life. You know, it goes on in even the businesses you engage with, how you go about it, you know, everything, they are all interwoven. So there are well over 18 million Brazilians claiming their ancestral root to Ile-Ife in Yoruba land and still keeping the heritage intact till date in their country. The powerful effects of culture, the powerful effect of religion, the powerful effect of language. You can see the way they are all interplaying. So in essence, language needs to be preserved. In essence, culture needs to be consciously preserved. Religion consciously needs to be preserved because they have a great influence on the way we live our life, the way we perceive others, the way we interact. And so this is Oyotunji village in Sheldon, South Carolina. And it was founded in 1970 by Walter Eugene King as one of the religious and cultural community for West African Yoruba faith. The king of the village, he changed his name to His Royal Highness King Efushetan Osejiman Adefumi. So he changed his name from he named the name that he was given in the United States, American name, to a Yoruba name. So this organization intensified the spread of this faith and culture across United States and Canada. So like I said, United States is also another hotspot, especially in the Northern American region. The hotspots that you can always refer to when you are examining the globalization process of the language, the culture, and the religion. Those are the hotspot for which they are spreading the message of the importance of culture, spreading the message of importance of religion, spreading the message of importance of language. And so this is, you can see I'm moving the cursor around the head. This is the son of the king, the former king. So he was enthroned king now. So in 2005, Adejuigbe Adefumi II, the 14th of the 22 children of Efuntola Osejiman Adefumi, was appointed Oba, that is king, after his father's death. Oyotunji, that is the village, Oyotunji hosts festival and traders bazaar, produces films and books, and offers spiritual services such as naming ceremonies and coming of age rites, all in an attempt to promote the culture and the religion and the language as well. And so, you know, these links, these hotspots, it's very important they visit each other from those hotspots to strengthen the relationship. And that is why the king himself, the king Adejuigbe Adefumi, II, comes to Nigeria to pay homage to the supreme king of the Yoruba land, the Ooni of Ife. And so because there is a growing influence of Yoruba language, culture, and religion across the world, because of this influence, we see that the United States government is trying to promote people learning this language. Because as a result of the growing influence, the Yoruba language and culture of the Americas, as a result of the growing influence of the Yoruba language and culture in the Americas, the United States government is promoting the study of Yoruba language and culture in its educational institutions. So right here, where I'm moving the cursor, you will see these students, these American students, University of Wisconsin students, wearing Yoruba clothing, Yoruba attire, trying to showcase Yoruba culture. And the picture on the lower part of this page, these students, they are writing Yoruba language, so they are learning Yoruba language. Okay, so moving on. So these are just the list of universities where Yoruba language is being taught. So in conclusion, culture, language, and religion are very important to human existence, and it has contributed its quota in the globalization process. Hence, it should be used as a means of social cohesion. Thank you very much for staying with me all through the presentation. I wish you a very, very wonderful day ahead.